Hey, people, injured here, 53, Angel Gate, blue team. We have Nurland as a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed on powerful offense and disruption, fights mainly in melee combat. This is the Death Guard elite scheme, gives him a fancy green glowing sword over there. Alongside Professor Ragin Maru as an Ordo Malleus brother captain, durable commander that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, powerful offense, disruption and support, fights in melee combat. And rounding us off on the blue team, Tiberos as a force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. So some serious heresy going on. Don't know how the hell I'm going to write this description here. Thanks, fellas. Red team, Panzerbatallion is an Inquisitor, offensive hero with awesome control abilities, a little bit of support too, begins in melee combat but can get ranged weapons. Alongside stigma8113 as a Lictor Alpha melee specialist that can infiltrate and disrupt, some awesome offense and a bit of support too, has double Hormagaunts up. And rounding off the teams, SorroWfuL as a Warp Spider Exarch, to the point commander that fights range combat, good for capping and harassing with some powerful control abilities too. Contesting the southwest, which on Angel Gate has double power, so if you can hold this through tier 1, can give you a massive advantage going forward. You don't need to hold it the whole game, but if you hold it early on, it can do wonders for you. Chaos Lord getting stuck into a whole bunch of Tyranids. Nurland, one of the elite mod players that streams his games often, so go check him out over on twitch.tv/Nurland. Head in there, say hello, and watch. Strike Squad getting stuck into the Lictor Alpha on retreat. These guys with their Nemesis Focus upgrade, which basically turns them into a dedicated melee squad. They get more melee skill, more health, more melee damage, and a special attack. They also have a melee charge. And when they get a Justicar, even more hit points, as you can see. Not sure how they hang against dedicated tier 2 melee units, but in tier 1 certainly they can do some work for you. You also get Purification, that ability that gives you more energy. I think they start with that these days actually. Or maybe they need to get this thing. Does it say? Doesn't say. The constant flux of the Ordo Malleus faction is pretty fun, but also hard to keep track of sometimes. Special attacks all over the place on this Inquisitor over here. She runs away. There's Lord chasing down some guardsmen. You might see this guy get the combi flamer up, since he can shoot down the guardsman and the Tyranids pretty damn effectively with that thing. Rack up some XP. Then he can transition into something else later if he wants. Sentinel stays in play, so do some guardsmen. And they're taking some shots here. Here comes the Lictor Alpha again. Really wants to get on the power, I suppose. Double Hormagaunts, both with adrenal glands, so we might see pheromones to the pheromone cloud to support them. Scouts moving in, 484479 going after the node again. Shot up by Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. You actually see these guys reloading. I guess they're like changing the batteries or something on their las guns. Uh-oh, Havoc's getting caught trying to get inside the Garrison, are they? What are they up to? Oh, the Garrison entrance is on the other side. They do get inside though. Combi Flamer is now in play. Can burn down that Garrison if there was something inside it. Hormagaunts, loads of... Can any Tyranids get inside Garrisons? I'm not sure if they can. Maybe Termagants can. Don't think Raveners can. Double Tactical Marines here for Tiberos. Forced off by Banshees though. We've got Rangers up here for SorroWfuL and the Double Dire Avengers too. Pretty solid tier 1 early army there for SorroWfuL. And there's another consideration for the Combi Flamer. Lots of garrisons on Angel Gate, and this thing helps you deal with them. There's that Corn Worship giving +2 speed to all of Nurland's units. Brother Captain getting stuck in with the Nemesis Force Sword could do some wonders in the big team fights, even if it's just these early 2v2 fights. Big buff. Improves We Are the Hammer. The buff is better, and the Brother Captain himself gets the speed benefit. We Are the Hammer being his starting ability. 484460. Force Commander puts his Iron Halo up briefly. Gets a special. Pretty lucky to get that special, I think. 2 to uncap early on by the blue team. Nurland and Maru have certainly done well early on, being quite aggressive against the Tyranids and the Imperial Guard. Stormtroopers doing their thing now. They have their Sergeant, they have a grenade, and there it is. It's a no-fuse grenade, just an instant burst of damage. Not quite as much damage as other grenades, understandably, but still pretty damn useful, as you saw there. Can use it to disrupt melee squads as they come in and also just catch some stuff bunched up like that. Holy Pyre for the Inquisitor. He needs to push forward with the stuff a little bit there. Has an artillery spotter squad, which a bit of a strange one, although there are Havocs up, so I guess that maybe that's why. Because we've got melee strike squad and two big scary melee heroes. The spotters aren't going to help too much there. Strike squad running away before they drop a model. Corn Worship getting the Havocs up to the front of the line a bit quicker there. And some power bashing going on. 469-453 on the VPs. Panzer Battalion biding their time, waiting for Stigma to come back out. And they're going tier 2. In fact, they dropped one of their Hormagaunts in that fight earlier, I guess. Rangers doing their thing. Good map for Rangers, since they can get back to safety pretty quickly at the bottom here especially. Eldar do have some generators going on. Force Commander seems to be struggling to get into combat, although he's got a decent amount of XP, so maybe he has done some swinging. Artificer's up, making him more tanky and annoying. Inquisitor did go down, I guess, yep. Tier 2 all around here, aside from Nurland. Did spend on the Chaos Lord, also got Eternal War for the CSM. Grenade launchers, aspiring champion over for these guys, and Havoc, so a decent amount of power spent by Nurland. Nothing wrong with that though. Get strong tier 1, can set you up for the rest of the game. Guardsman ready to repair the Sentinel when needed. Nurland maybe making a stand on this central street or whatever it is on Angel Gate. Havocs are there. I mean, if he drops the artillery, and then do you even want to push after that? Is it even beneficial to push after that? You've got melee heretics, you've got grenade launcher heretics, CSM and the Chaos Lord. I don't think he can push against that after dealing with the Havocs, if he can even do that. Zone Thrope on the field for Stigma, going for another one too. Bad news for any ranged squad standing around. Level 2 Brother Captain. He's got a cool global these days called Sanctify, which gives a unit 75 energy. I'm not sure, I assume it works on him, since it allows him to power his shield if he gets his Blessed Aegis up. Here's the second Zone Thrope. Support artillery units for Tyranids. Do not do friendly fire, which is pretty useful. And don't need to set up. Don't do quite as much damage as other artillery units in the game now. Like it's like 70 or something damage they do, compared to the well over 100 for the other big shots of plasma cannons and that kind of thing. Dark Creepers. Great tool to use against heavy infantry. These guys ducking behind a drop pod, providing some cover. Turning into Stern Guard veterans. There we go. But here come Banshees. Oh, grenade. I thought they were going to use a shotgun blast, fellas. I guess they tried to catch them running in. Couldn't quite time it. Manticore on the way for Panzer Battalion. Nurland with a Plague Marine squad up. Looks like they're putting a lot of pressure on, generally, to the red team here. Terminate Librarian on the field for Ragin Maru. Has the Codicum Aeternum. Shrouding is pretty damn useful. Infiltrates the squad and gives them a 25% damage buff, I believe. Hormagaunts getting dealt with pretty handily here. But they do live. 469 to 362. Whirlwind for Tiberos to help disperse those pesky Eldar at the bottom. Got a power bash. They did get some kind of power bash going on. Not everything. Armor of the Inferno up. Pretty much expected against Imperial Guard and Tyranids. Awesome piece of wargear. Tier 3 now for Stigma. An early Carnifex could really shake things up here. That's a big ask though. Needs to preserve and protect that power if he wants to do that. Level 2 Lictor Alpha moving up here. Can get a flesh hook on the Havocs maybe. Oh wow, who needs a flesh hook? Just do that. Lucky to get away with 2 models, I think. Lictor Alpha and get stuck into Heretics. Getting some XP, racking up there. Almost level 3 this fella. Good push by red team. Well, here comes some Grey Knights. And some Stormtroopers. Plague Marines being tied up by the Inquisitor here. Puts up her mandate. Can't hurt her now. And she gets increased speed, I think. Oh, there's that, I can't remember what it's called now. That big bubble of stuff. Makes you very, very safe. Knocks everything back out of it. That's what he starts with as well. Sanctuary, I believe it's called. 469305. Terminate Librarian throwing out the smite. Looks like he's doing some work here. Down goes the Sentinel. Termagants on capping duty up there. Can the red team get that VP and hold it for any length of time? That's the thing. Artillery spotters might be able to stop a cap with their shell. These guys need to run away though, I think. Fellas, there we go. Might want to get another Termagant brewed up, Stigma, because that crippling poison useful against Chaos Lords and Brother Captains running around. Professor Ragin Maru dropped one of his Inquisitorial Stormtroopers in those exchanges there. What's this? It's a missile launcher tactical marine squad. Why did you get a missile launcher, fellas? Did SorroWfuL live to have a vehicle, or does this ruin Bashto's power with a missile launcher? There's that whirlwind. Artillery unit for Space Marines. Awesome disruption potential, but not the most accurate thing around. Also needs to be still to fire. Not the most hit points ever either at just 400. Mark of Pawn CSM for Nurland. Power melee squad. Quick on their feet, can really move around and get in stuff's faces. Strat squad continuing to be relevant in tier 2 with this melee upgrade, but then took a pulse rifle shot to the head and lost the model there. Where are the Dark Creepers at? Are you healing up? You are healing up. What's going on north? East. Lictor Alpha on capping duty. No war gear for this guy yet. Double zone threats are still in play. Gonna line up a shot here on the Havocs. Boom, there's one. That was Let the Galaxy Burn, I think. There's another. And a third. Might lose these Havocs if he's not careful, Nurland. Flesh Hook finishes them off. Wasn't paying attention up there. Too busy fighting some guardsmen in mid. That's a Manticore strike. The first one I've seen, which is typically the one that does the most damage because they're not necessarily expecting it. CSM in combat with some Hormagaunts. Hormagaunts doing some work here. But they are being whittled down. Blue team trying to get on this power again. Zone Throats retreating through a very active area. Looks like they're okay though. Swarm Lord on the way for Stigma. Tier 3 for Ragin Maru, Tier 3 for Tiberos, and Tier 3 for SorroWfuL Lived, who has a Fire Prism up right now. There is a missile launcher still, right? Yep. And Stone Guard Veteran can use Vengeance rounds. No sign of a weapon yet for the Force Commander. Could get his Power Fist going. Get in on that Fire Prism, since the shield will protect him from the knockbacks. Power Bash in here. Brother Captain now level 3 with the Holy Armor of Titan. Gives him Immortal and a whole bunch of hit points and health regen. Don't think the Immortal lasts very long though. I think it's like 6 seconds or something. Lictor Alpha being sneaky. Can he get away though? He can't. Sync kill from the Brother Captain. Sword to the gut. Manticore. Holy Pyre. Trying to chase down the Plague Marines is the Inquisitor there. Easily dodged the Holy Pyre. And that's Canticle of Absolution, I think, a global ability of the Brother Captain, which gives all of his units some energy regen and also means that their abilities cool down 5 times quicker, which is pretty damn useful. Sanctuary goes off. Terminate Librarian had no energy left though, had to run away. And there's a Swarm Lord. Super unit for Tyranids. Fearsome in melee combat. Can also leech health from surrounding units, as you saw there. Provides a speed bonus and reinforcement synapse for nearby Tyranids. Look at these zipping around Zone Throats here. They're going for a power bash, looks like they are. Hormagaunts or Cap. Stigma not racing anytime getting on the power. Lehman Russ on the field for panzerbatallion. Not the best map, I think, for tanks, but you often see them used. Some very tight pathways to get stuck on. So a lot of damage that these guys are tanking with the And They Shall Know No Fear ability. Another Fire Prism on the way for SorroWfuL Lived. Tiberos with a Terminator Force Commander. Has that Stormbolter, Power Fist, Teleporter, immune to suppression, all that good stuff. So they got a full power bash here almost. Down goes that generator. Swarmlord going to get stuck in. Leman Russ is there also. Interceptors on the field for Ragin Maru. Tier 3 anti-vehicle squad can teleport around, shoot these side cannons, and throw out a crack grenade as well, I believe. Or is it a melter bomb these days? That was it, I think. I believe it's a crack grenade. It might be a melter though. Crack grenades generally don't have a cooldown, or rather a timer. Go off instantly, which is pretty nice. There's Immortal on the brother captain as he tries to fight that Swarmlord. Swarmlord does have vehicle armor, so he's not going to do a whole lot of damage to him. 2,000 hit points too. He's lost almost half of it. Needs to be careful. Manticore's moved all the way up. Could probably hit the whole map from there almost. Terminator Force Commander using his Power Fist on some Dark Reapers, which they're not appreciating very much here. Boom, down goes one. That inspirational kill. This fella can retreat and also just teleport away, which he'll probably do here. No, he retreats. Saved by the whirlwind, maybe. Those interceptors getting some damage on the Swarmlord. Eurothrope on the field now for Stigma. Good choice against Ordo, Malleus and Chaos Space Marines. Lots of heavy and super heavy infantry around. And also against the Space Marines, of course. Tiberos getting Assault Terminators on the field. There's the paroxysm, but they teleport out of it. That does a hell of a lot of damage to Terminators. There's a percentage-based damage tick every second or so. And it's amplified by the fact that it's psychic damage, which does extra versus heavy and super heavy infantry. For some reason, not sure why. But that's what it does. Assault Terminators have already used their teleport, so they're being a bit ballsy here. Going after the Rangers. I guess he's just really pissed off at those fellas. Sanctuary up. Red team are defending their VP. Manticore and Leman Russ at the top. They also have the contested for the 2-1. Brother Captain trying to get a decap. Couldn't quite manage it. I guess Immortal was on cooldown. Lictor Alpha, do you have any war gear yet, fella? Nope, level 4, no war gear. Avatar of Cain on the way for SorroWfuL. Looks like they lost one of the fire prisms. Hey, Vinegar Assassin. I love to see these guys in action. Elite sniper infantry. Long range bursts of damage. Can switch between anti-infantry and anti-vehicle weaponry. At the moment they have their Exodus rounds loaded in, which are anti-infantry. The decorator will change once they get those turbo penetrator rounds loaded in. You see him infiltrating there. That's because he has the war gear that allows him to infiltrate around cover, which is pretty damn useful. 298, 238, 2-1 for red. Mark of Zinch, Chaos Predator here. Newman Russ has gone for the Executioner, which is the anti-infantry option. Although it is a plasma cannon, will still hurt vehicles with a lower range. Hurts it in 1v1 fights against the vehicle. What is this thing? It's an Eldritch Storm. Tank spots it and moves. The Immortal up as well. Didn't quite do a whole lot with that nuke there. Swarmlord chasing a tank though. Does heavy melee damage, of course, with all these bone swords. Can he get it? This is rear armor if he gets a hit here. He's chasing, taking shots as he does so. Base turrets can't really threaten it, but those side cannons can. He's really determined to get this tank. And does get it, but can he escape now? Looks like he's using Leech Essence, but there's nothing there to leech health off. Got some idle stormtroopers. With their Acolyte leader there, I think it gives them some health regen, as you can see. It also gives them the Fanaticism ability, which is pretty cool. Gives them very, very brief window of invulnerability. It's like 3 seconds or something, but has some great tactical uses. Maybe when you see a grenade coming towards you, for instance, or a plasma cannon shot, that kind of thing. Could just use it in a firefight as well. Some more Dark Creepers on the way for SorroWfuL Lived, in fact, hitting the field right here. These guys staying bottom for a hell of a long time. It's time to transition more to the mid, fellas. Try to go after those natural VPs, I think. 232, 238 on the VPs. Nurland floating a lot of resources Saving up for something big, I guess. Great and clean one, or a Land Raider Phobos. Brother Captain getting stuck in. His level 4 now has the Nemesis Warding Staff. Strike Squad still doing their thing. Level 2, that was Purgatus. Stunning them there. Manticore Strike. Couple of decent hits, but the Strike Squad keep on. And there, I think, is the Canticle of Absolution again. All these purple circles you see here. These guys are going to feel some pain if that Executioner starts shooting at them. There it is. But there's Ward. Gives them 25%, I think. Damage resistance, or maybe it's 30. It's usually 30 with these things. Not able to get the cap or anything, though. Neurothrope using Drain Life, I think, to get some energy back and also to drain some health off that fella. Lictor Alpha, do you have any war gear? You do! Deadly Jump and also Menacing Visage. Rocket Run. Finish off the Heretics? Oh, not quite. Vindicator Assassin has his Turbo Penetrator rounds loaded in. Anti-vehicle. Carnifex on the way for Stigma. Where is the Avatar? He's sitting in base right now. Red team are taking a northeast 165 to 238. Interceptors, as you see here, have switched to their melee weapons, which is a useful tool to have because you can go in and tie things up and that kind of stuff. Don't think they do huge amounts of damage, and I think it's only regular melee. But options are always good. Kassakin on the field for Panzer Battalion, getting their grenade launchers. Oh no, cancelling it. Getting some plasma guns. Land Raider Phobos does hit the field for Nurland. Help deal with this Leman Russ, maybe. And that Swarm Lord, who's done a pretty damn good job for Stigma so far. Predator tank for Tiberos. Extra armor, but keeping the auto cannon for now on top. Not the las cannon. Yeah, you guys at the bottom really needs to transition. It looks like the Eldar is here right now. Keeping the Thrapism back. Not able to shoot because this building is a shot blocker. That's an orbital. Spreading out the beams and catching this stuff pretty well. It's not retreating here. Might wipe out those termagants because they didn't retreat. They did wipe out. The Neurothrope also went down, I think. Yes, it did. Should have retreated or put the shield up or something. Oh, it doesn't have a shield, does it? I don't think the Neurothrope has a shield these days. Phobos doing some work. And that is Judgment or something? No, what is that? Oh, I think it was just the Vindicator Assassins thing, which reveals the target for a set duration. Down goes the Swarm Lord. I thought it was one of the damage increasing abilities. 100 to 238, 2-1 cap for red team. Baneblade on the way for Panzer Battalion. Down goes the Carnifex. Didn't last very long. Phobos doing some work. Terminator Librarian up to level 3 has done well. Red team are holding the VPs for now. Not sure what his scouts are up to over here. It should be capping, fellas. I guess they're getting knocked off it by the Fire Prism. Avatar. Wailing Doom catches the edge of some of these things. The Vindicator Assassin's been awesome as well. Almost level 2. 2-1. It still ticks down though. Zoanthropes trying to use their focused warp blast, I guess. Spotters helping out with a smoke shell to shut down the range of the stuff. Plague Marines are tough, but they can't stand there forever. Oh, Imperial Abyss from Nurland. Oh, pretty damn good one too. Almost took out that Zoanthrope and did kill some other stuff. Double Dark Creepers, we'll see what they can do. One of them's level 4. Ouch. Suppressing them with pinning fire also. Phobos is fully repaired. And that's a Land Raider Crusader. Phobos does need repairs. I thought it was this for a second. Crusader has Hurricane Bolters on the side sponsors. Very, very fun. Also a multi-melter and twin linked assault cannon on top. Does it still have the frag assault? I think it maybe does. 47-238 Baneblade in play now. Ward on the interceptors. Blue team are taking the VP back. Manticore could have a big role to play here, stopping caps and the like. Here's a Terminator Force Commander though, who does not give a crap about the Warp Spider's guns. Kazakin throwing out their crack grenade. Land Raider Crusader's alright though. Trying to formation also went off, looks like. Can they mount an offensive here against the blue team? Gonna be tough. Double Plague Marines, two different types of Land Raiders to push against. That's an Eldritch. Can they push now? Baneblade is there. Fire Prism is there. That's an Orbital. That was probably Maru trying to protect the Land Raider, which is still taking tons of damage. Avatar is turning around now. Land Raider Crusader lives. Level 3 CSM with Mark of Khorne, chopping up the Warp Spider, and it does survive. Needs a crap ton of repairs, but it does survive. Chaos Lord level 6 with his demonic Visage. Whenever he hits something, he debuffs units around him, which is pretty good. Enemy units, that is. Does not stack, as you can see, because that would be crazy. Blue team doing a much better job putting pressure on his VP here. Stigma trying to recover with another Carnifex. This is a Venom Cannon fella. Help shoot down those large targets over there. Manticores. I didn't see the Manticore missiles coming in after the Eldritch Storm. They must have though, right? They're so good at shooting up Land Raiders. Manticore missiles do a lot of damage to vehicles, and since they're so big, it's pretty easy to hit them usually. Can they deal with this Fire Prism here? I think they can. Oh no, he retreats them off. Oh no, sound bug for Tiberos. That's bad. That means he's going to drop at some point. Avatar is going to go down, yeah. 2-1 for blue team. Can they hold on here? Terminator Force Commander doing a melee attack on thin air, it looked like. Trying to go for a cap again. Desperately trying to go for a cap again. But can't do it. Red team going for a cap over here. There's a Shimmer Orb to try and help them, maybe. Nope, he's in retreat. Blue team are retaken. They have the top sewn up. You would think there's some Chaos Terminators in the field for Nurland. Holy crap, Stern Guard getting shredded by the Dark Reapers there. Still a 2-1. Assault Terminators coming in and taking out that Fire Prism. Are these fellas new? I think they might be new. Maybe, which means he would have lost the others. Maybe they aren't. Oh wow. They're tearing through stuff whoever the hell they are. Still a 2-1. Baneblade coming back out of base, having got some repairs, I guess. His Terminators are not doing well in base here. Dark Creepers bringing the pain, and that was a Hammer of the Witches, I think. Tiberos might have dropped already, which is why these guys are not being very careful. Purgatus used as well, and they're going to go down here. Look at this though. Brother Captain on the VP. Mark of Khorne CSM used to tie up the Carnifexes. Oh, this one's a Thornback. I don't want to tie this fella up. Report auto cannon up for the Chaos Terminators. They got the VP there. And there's the triple. Dark Reaper is trying desperately to cap, but the brother captain's going to town with his staff now. There's now a double. Red team on blue team's natural. Warp Spider knocked over. Frantic ending, but looks like the blue team have this wrapped up despite Tiberos most likely dropping, and there it is. Blue team see it through. Level 7 Chaos Lord with that combi flame. We're doing some serious work. We have a level 6 brother captain, very nearly level 7 himself, getting ready to smack that Inquisitor. Terminator Force Commander. Oh, he had lightning claws. I guess the AI is just randomly buying stuff over here. Inquisitor level 5. Level 6 Lictor Alpha. Did have corrosive claws at the end. Took a while to get going, but finished with double Khan effects. The Swarm Lord was awesome as well. Warp Spider level 4. They were on the back foot for a while there, the blue team. Once that Swarm Lord hit the field at a very good time, they were pushed back, but they responded well with the right things. The 2 Land Raiders were great. The Plague Marines did a good job as well. And they stayed solid. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.